Well, to be truthful, last year we weren't supposed to be much of anything. Last year we graduated, the year before last, we graduated 2 individual state champions. We graduated the vast majority of the points out of our state meet. Almost everybody graduated last year. So we really weren't supposed to do much of anything last year. So looking at it this year, you know, it wasn't necessarily, yes, it turned out to be a phenomenal year. We ended up achieving more than I ever thought that we'd be able to. You know, last year we were lucky where we were dedicated enough and worked hard enough. We had an undefeated season last year. We brought back a ton of different awards that nobody thought that we were going to be able to do, and then we got sick at the end of the year. So just with everybody looking at us, you know, you look at us as an end of the year team, and we were pretty good, but we definitely were only scratching the surface. We had a phenomenal season, so really coming into this year, it's not so much, you know, how do we come back from a year where we were supposed to, where everybody thought we were going to do well, but it's yet another opportunity to be able to step up. I think he surprised just about, well, not just his coaching staff, but I think he surprised just about everybody on the deck in that meet when that record went down. Because that record has been around for a long time. I think it was set in 2003 or 2004, and it made it through the era of the bodysuits, which, you know, everybody had from ankle to neck suits on, which made everybody a ton faster. And it made it through that era. It survived unscathed, and to be broken then by a 9th grader. 9th graders don't break state records in swimming on the boys' side. It just really doesn't happen that often. You can only count a couple times when a 9th grader has broken a state record. I think that's probably just the most visible example of how great of a season we had last year as a team. As a team, we dropped a phenomenal amount of time, more than any other team I've ever had, and basically any team that I've ever heard of, we dropped time. I think we've got a chance to do some special things in our relays this year. You know, the goal is to get all 3 of them back to state again, and then for those 2 freestyle relays to really try to place them as high as we can in that meet. Not only that, but we've got a couple of freestyle relay records up here, pool records. Pool records mostly, maybe if we're lucky, get a school, but to break some records up there from some of the teams that we won state titles with. And that's those records haven't even been close to being touched in a decade now. The 200 freestyle relay, we have 3 of our legs coming back. We've got Connor O'Keefe, Tanner Alms, and Andrew Berg coming back off that relay from last year. So we've got all of our fastest splits back on that relay. So it'll be a good one, and we've got a couple of sprinters that I think can easily slide into that 4th spot for that relay. So that one will be a really interesting relay. I think we can place that one very high at state. Our 400 freestyle relay, we've got all 4 of our legs coming back that we swam that relay last year. And this is where the sickness really took its course. We had sick people on that relay, people who missed their taper because they were sick in the last couple weeks of the season. So we put in a pretty good time, but that was just scratching the surface on what we could have done in that relay last year. We had Tanner Alms, Connor O'Keefe, Andrew Berg, and Adam Sainjak on that relay last year. And I think this year we're going to surprise some people in that relay because last year we weren't able to show our true strength.